Hey Rams, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are staying cool out there. This is week 5 of the class, and this is week 3 of softball instruction. So if you remember, first week of softball for hitting, we did our stride and our loads. Okay, what I'm seeing in videos is a lot of good hand separation from the shoulder and a lot of good angle load down to the catcher. Okay, so remember, as you're working on this, keep that in mind. Okay. Always check yourself from time to time. Boom, look where my barrel is, okay? The second week of softball, I sent you a couple of videos, 3 drills that a guy did. I know he was a little bit cheesy, okay, but he was talking about fire in the back hip, lower half, okay? So this is the third week. What we're gonna work on this week is swing path, okay? So after we get our stride and our load, and after we start to fire with the back hip, then our swing path happens, okay? And I broke this down into 4 different pieces for you. The first one, after we start firing back hip, is we're going to take our load and I'm going to collapse, what I call collapse my back elbow. Once I do that, you can see that my barrel falls. Okay, what that does is that allows me to get into the swing plane, the swing path. Okay, if I were to keep my elbow high, I would be kind of chopping and my angle would be downward like this. Okay, but if our goal is to try and backspin the ball, not backspin and lift, backspin line drives, then I've got to be able to get my barrel in the swing plane. And how I do that, first thing I do is I drop my elbow, collapse my elbow. Stride load, fire the back hip, collapse the back elbow, okay? Now from this angle, you can see that I'm collapsing my back elbow here. I'm trying to keep this thing as close to my hip as I can. What I don't want, first, is to drop my hands. If I drop my hands, my swing gets way too long. Okay, and if I do make contact, chances are it's going to go straight up in the air. Okay, so my hands don't drop. Don't drop the hands. You can check yourselves if you guys are doing videos. If you're looking in the mirror, what you don't want to do is see the hands drop first movement. Okay, boom, fire the back hip, collapse my back elbow. You can see my hands are still staying tight towards me. Okay, my hands are not dropping. Collapse the back elbow. From this view, picture view, just like this. Okay. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knob to the pitch, okay? Take my knob to the pitch. So from the side angle, stride load, fire the back hip, collapse the back elbow, and my knob to the pitch, okay? On this part, what we do not want to see happen is we don't want to see this barrel come through too soon, okay? If I start casting my barrel, I'm going to get long, and what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to end up beating the third base dugout up by pulling it foul. From this angle, picture angle, boom, collapse the back elbow. Here, you can see that you still cannot see my barrel head. Okay, if my barrel head starts to leak, again, that means I'm getting too long. You want to take your knob straight to the pitch. Okay, the third thing is once your barrel starts coming around, you want to keep your hands as far inside as you can. You can see that my hands are in front of my barrel. Okay. As soon as my barrel starts coming around and my barrel's in front of my hands, again, I don't want to hit the outside part of the ball. I'm going to try and hit the middle inside part of the ball. So my hands have to stay in front of my barrel. Okay. The fourth thing you want to do is grab extension. Right at contact, you're going to whip your barrel around, and then you're going to grab extension through contact. Come around. What we don't want to see is contact and pull here too soon. Okay, so from this angle, the picture angle, contact, boom, through, as opposed to contact and pull around, okay? We don't want it too rotational. All right, so I'm having you do a couple assignments this week. First one is called fence drill. Okay, some of you guys might be familiar with it, some of you guys might not be. For those of you guys that aren't, this is what it looks like. You're gonna find, if you're around a cage, use a net or a chain link fence. Or something, a flat wall. Okay, what I'm going to use for the sake of this video instruction is I'm going to use my phone as my fence. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put your knob of your bat up to your belly button, and you're going to walk up to that fence. You're going to get just your bat length away, so 33, 34 inches away. Okay, you're going to get into your stance. You're going to take your stride and your load, fire the back hip. And what you're going to do is you're going to collapse the back elbow, send your barrel through, okay, without hitting the fence. Again, if I'm this close to the fence, if my swing is a little bit long, I'm going to end up hitting the fence. Okay, if you hit the fence first, I was probably going to hurt like hell, but that's an indicator that your swing is too low. Okay, your goal is to keep those hands nice and tight, right and through. When you do about 10 swings or so, make sure you get those on film, staying nice and tight. Okay. Second thing I'm gonna have you guys do this week is take some swings off the tee. One thing I did here is I took a Sharpie and I Sharpied in a black dot on this softball. Okay, I did that. I just covered up one of the logos on there. I did that because it's going to be my target. Okay, so I'm going to set the ball on the tee a specific way. I'm going to set it up where it's facing the middle inside contact point. Okay, so this black dot is not directly behind because I don't want to hit directly behind the ball. Of course, I'm a right-handed hitter, and if I put on the outside part of the ball, I don't want to be able to hit the outside because I'm going to pull it foul towards third base. I'm going to try and set it up middle inside. Okay, I also don't want it on the top side of the ball because off a tee, unless it's my objective to hit a ground ball, that's not what I want. I also don't want it on the bottom because I don't want to lift off a tee. I'm going to set it middle of the ball, inside half. Okay, you set it up to where your contact is going to be out in front. My hands aren't jamming myself, they're not locked up here. I have some extension out front. Okay, I'm going to get my stride on my load, fire the back hip, and I'm aiming for the middle inside half. You can see still here, my hands are out in front of my barrel. My hands are nice and free out in front of me. Okay, that is my goal. Now, right before contact, like I mentioned before, this barrel head is like a whip. Okay, you don't want to just swing here, stay middle inside half, and kind of do one of these things. Okay, I want to be able to get here, stay inside middle inside half, and then send my barrel around like a whip. Okay, so I'm going to step off the ball and I'm going to show you a couple swings. Boom, stride load, fire the back hip, flaps the back elbow, and send it through. Okay, you can kind of hear my barrel out in front of me with that whip action. Boom. That's our goal. So what I'm going to ask that you guys do, since you guys have all the free time on your hands, is be intentional. Okay, take some time with these swings. Set this dot up or a reference point of middle inside half. Okay, on the videos you guys send, I'd like you to show me that. Setting your ball up middle inside for your contact point. Okay, you're going to take 10 or so swings, record them, of hitting the middle inside half. Okay, you should be able to see the ball. I included a video on the PowerPoint of a young lady that's hitting absolute tanks, but what she's doing is she's staying inside. So from this angle, the back catcher angle, if you backspin correctly, hitting the middle inside half, you should see the spin start to do this. Okay, and that's what the young lady did in that video so well, was she stayed inside and that ball kind of did this. Of course, the opposite would be true for our left-handed hitters. Hitting the middle inside half on this side, you're going to see that ball start to do this in the left center. Okay, remember what we're going to ask that you guys do is stay middle of the field. Left center to right. We're setting up this ball to be contacted middle inside half. There's no reason why we should go right field line or left field line. Okay, left center to right center. That's our target practice for these 10 swings. Okay, take those 10 swings, record them along with the finch drill. Send those in to me. That's going to be your video homework. And some of you guys who haven't turned in your videos yet, get those things. Guys, I want some questions from you. Okay, unless you guys 100% understand everything I'm asking you to do completely, you guys are going to have questions. Even though they're minor, that's what I'm here for. Okay, I don't get to see it in person every day at practice, but we do have the resources to be able to text, and if you don't understand that, we can do a Zoom call or something, but I anticipate some questions from you guys this week. Okay, let me know if you have any of them at all. You guys all have my phone number. Looking forward to seeing your videos. Have a great week, Ram. Stay cool. Bye.